Sideshow Collectibles reveals today an Iron Man Mark 7 maquette. Is this a welcome release or is this just too soon? Summer's in the air, it's hotter than hell outside, and with the end of July brings to us San Diego Comic-Con, the largest Comic-Con convention in the world. And with that, Sideshow is dropping their online Comic-Con reveals. Now after a few really awesome releases, their Flash, Colossus, and Scarecrow premium format figures, I, for one, felt that Sideshow was finally going in a different direction and we were going to start seeing something new and something different at this convention that we hadn't seen in the last couple of years. But after the release of their legendary scale Black Suit Spider-Man, which is just a rehash of their previous one that was dropped last year, God knows who came up with that idea, we now have a drop of their Iron Man Mark 7 maquette, and now I'm starting to wonder if Sideshow's just doing more of the same. So the Iron Man Mark 7 is one of the most popular Iron Man suits in the MCU. This of course comes from the first Avengers movie where we finally got to see all of our heroes come together and form one team. But what made this suit so popular was that it was MCU's return to the classic Iron Man suit from the first Iron Man movie, the Mark III. Now this suit featured the circular arc reactor, it had more pronounced shoulders and traps, and had very prominent flaps, which gave this suit a more muscular, more armored appearance, but still keeping that whole aerodynamic aspect about it. So it was very dynamic, but also very powerful in appearance. Now I'm not going to harp on this first image that we're seeing of the Iron Man Mark 7 maquette from Sideshow, as this image could just be a bad picture. It's not very flattering to what makes this armor look so cool, in my opinion. So I'm hoping to see this one at Comic-Con in person so I can give my first-hand opinions about it and really get a good look at what this statue looks like. But as this picture, as I'm seeing it right now, this one has some big armored boots to fill. So first off, this is the third Iron Man statue to be featured in 3 San Diego Comic-Cons and the second Iron Man maquette to be featured, which is insane. I feel like that is a lot of statues of one character to be dropping in that short amount of time. Now, arguably, the reason why they're doing this is because of the popularity of the MCU. Even though we have already finished the Endgame, Iron Man is still a very popular character, and so are all the other characters from the Avengers. With the second snap heard around the world, which resulted in the end of our hero, popularity in this character has just seen a rise. Fans all around the world are clamoring for anything and everything Iron Man right now. So I've seen rises in cost of the statues, the pop figures, other figures, anything that's related to Iron Man has gone up in value as a result of the movie. So it's no brainer that Sideshow is just going to keep pumping these things out to make more money. But like I said before, this statue has some big iron boots to fill. So first off, the previous Iron Man Mark 7 to drop was brought to us by XM Studios, which was still one of the most popular Iron Man statues out there. It featured the ability to switch the character in 2 different poses, had a base which said Iron Man Mark 7, and also had different flaps that you could put on, which featured the different armaments that Iron Man carried. It's a very awesome looking piece. Secondly, the Iron Man Mark 7 is going against the Iron Man Mark 3 of last year. It's going to be compared to it. It's hard not to when these come out this close together. Now, the Iron Man Mark 3 was very popular because, one, it came out during the 10 years of MCU, so it was a nostalgic piece. And then the second thing that made this thing very popular is we had not seen even Infinity War yet, so the rise of the MCU popularity was just at its all-time height, which made this Iron Man statue extremely popular. Coupled with that, Sideshow gave it a very low edition size, with the exclusive only having 500 released worldwide, which I think was an extremely smart move. This made the statue more collectible to fans, and it made it a lot more popular with fans in general, which allowed this statue to sell out in a rapid amount of time. As we sit right now, even the regular version of the statue is sitting on a wait list. So if you want to get this Iron Man statue right now, your best chances of getting the Mark III is getting it on a second hand. The last thing that made the Iron Man Mark III maquette so popular was that even though it carried the maquette name, it still had a pretty reasonable price considering the other prices of the maquettes and other statues in Sideshow's line. Now, it's unlikely that the Mark 7 is going to have this price tag, as since that time, the prices of statues have increased. The popularity in this character is at an all-time high, and Sideshow is probably going to try to cash in as much as they can on this piece. So what do you all think? Is it too soon for another Iron Man statue? What are you excited to see at San Diego Comic-Con? And when, God, are we going to get a statue of the true hero of the Avengers movies, Jarvis? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and ding that bell to get notified when we come out with more videos like this. Otherwise, until next time, keep it marvelous.